conquistadors came and conquered all the Latino tribes. That's why they speak Latin. And North American Indians, they were conquered by the Europeans when they came over here at first. And they brought these guys over into slavery through cargo slave ships. So, and it is prophesied that we'll go into slavery according to Deuteronomy chapter 28, because we went off, we stopped following the law, statutes, commands to the Most High. See? So, yeah.
The word you have down for German.
Ashkenaz?
Yeah.
Yep, those, the Jews, the so-called Jews that's over there in Israel right now, they're Amalekites, basic German converts. They're not real descendants of Israelites. The Germans, the Russians are all the same people as this. Just like at the time when you had the Greeks and the Romans, they were all the same.
I understand that philosophy, but one thing that I would very much like to point out, being as I am from Germany, that the way Germans as white people, our social society and the way we're raised over there is a lot different from the way white people are raised over here.
Yeah, I've been in Germany.
Okay. So, when I say over there, I meant from when I was growing up behind the wall in Eastern Berlin. It was a much different social setting. There was no talking back to your parents. There was no...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You didn't cut up and act up, because if you did, everybody got a turn to punish you. Somebody was guaranteed to tell on you, and it was applauded when someone spoke up and held you accountable rather than frowned upon.
So you're German?
Jawohl, mein Herr.
Okay. So yeah, you're basically, if you want to trace your lineage back further than that, it goes back to this guy. He's the forefather of all Caucasians. You know what the word Caucasian means?
No.
It means cave dweller. That's how come it says y'all are from the Caucasus Mountains in Georgia, Russia. That's why another term for y'all is Caucasoids.
Hey, bud. What's going on?
Hi, Bubba's. Can I say hi?
How you doing? How you doing? Look at you. Pretty handsome feller. Y'all have a good day.
Are you familiar with the story of Jacob and Esau?
I remember reading about it. I just don't have anything jumping out in my mind right now.
Okay. Alright,
But I know from my own studies that my people actually descended from the Norsemen.
yeah, but who are the Norsemen descendants of?
The Norsemen were actually, back in the day when Rome and England were having a big war to find out who was going to be the largest controller of landmass in the world at the time. They were also fighting against, what is the word?
You talking about are you talking about a time period when the Greeks were still in power?
Yeah.
Okay. So was a time where Antiochus was ruling? When he was fighting against the Africans around, he was trying to occupy Egypt?
No. It was when Britain and Rome were fighting, and then Britain was also trying to hold off people from the north of them as well.
Doesn't bother me in there.
Huh?
Doesn't bother me.
That's all right.
Oh.
Yeah, their lineage all the way goes back to this person, though, right? Now, according to the Bible, he's the brother of the forefather of the 12 tribes of Israel. See, but this guy was prophesied before he was even born to be a slave to these people. See? I'll read it. And Isaac was entreated of the Lord his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah his wife conceived, and the children struggled together in her womb. And she said, If it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord, and the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. One people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger. Now, the Lord said the one that comes out first, basically, is going to be a servant to the younger one. And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau, which is the forefather of the Edomites. See? So before he was even born, it was prophesied that he would be a servant to his brother Jacob. Now if you go to Obadiah, I'll go to it right quick. It says, For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Now, through history, what is the violence that these people have done to these people, right? These people right here made treaties with the Native American Indians and broke them all and stole this land from them, you know, and then make laws and say it's illegal for so-called Mexicans to come over here without certain visas or whatever it may be, right? That's not a righteous thing. This place right here, America, is not a righteous nation.
I know.
But it was founded as a God-fearing nation, right? But the Bible says,
actually, as far as they want you to believe,
yeah,
it was founded as a God-fearing nation.
Yeah, supposedly.
Really, what it was founded as is a bunch of grown people wanting to play I know better than my mommy and daddy, like a 13-year-old. They were basically 13-year-old runaways from home, even though they were grown. Their mindset was the mindset of a 13-year-old runaway. I don't like what my mommy and daddy said, so I'm going to run away and go start my own thing with somewhere else. That's what they did.
Okay.
And then when they realized that they had to become mommy and daddy, they realized and understood, oh, that's why mommy and daddy did what they did.
So taking from the knowledge of past events in history, what do you think the final outcome of America will be?
In that Bible it says, kings of the north shall reign over the kings of the south.
But what do you think the final product of America will be, though? Do you think America's going to be in power for as long as the Roman Empire or longer? Or do you think it's going to be destroyed, or what?
I think, quite honestly, that one of the European nations is going to end up conquering this country. And that when it does, this country will be torn down and then rebuilt.
Okay. So, are you familiar with the news right now?
I don't really care much for the news because it's usually so depressing.
Well, it may be so depressing, but it's wise to know what's going on in the world around you instead of being oblivious, because according to the Bible and what's going on in events you see in the news right now, real news, not CNN and stuff like that, there's tension between America and a lot of other countries. A lot of other countries like North Korea, Russia want to destroy this place. They got thermonuclear missiles over there ready to pop off and shoot over here in America. Yep. And that's exactly how America's going to go out.
Yep.
See?
And see, the thing of it is that America, from the beginning of its tender, has done nothing but make enemies with absolutely everybody they've encountered. The only two people they can actually count on as their allies are Mexico, which wouldn't stand a chance against even Cuba, which is directly below them.
Okay. We got military base.
You're Cuban?
Yeah, I'm Cuban. And I know what you're talking about, okay? I like this country, but the Americans being in Cuba since the 1800s, it was an old president making a statement, and the military is supposed to be leaving, and they say no. But Cuba is the country that's the more Pacific. You know what made Cuba look bad? The Russia. Because Cuba was depending on the Russia of my country. We had no weapons, we had nothing. We're just 90 miles from the United States.
Right, but this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When forced with the decision of, do I stand with the rest of the world,
Oh, I know what you mean, yeah.
or do I take my penniless self and stand over here and hold my bowl out?
Yeah.
I think I get a lot more corn chips over here.
Exactly, yeah. No,
You understand?
Yeah.
When it comes down to world politics, it doesn't matter who you are, you're not going to be siding with America because the entire world is going to be going against them.
Yeah. Well, I believe that, United States give you so much money here and there, but they don't have many alive, They're just making the money for the United States.
See, one of America's biggest problems.
No, I'm a Hebrew Israelite. That's my nationality.
Oh.
Muslim is not a nationality, You can't.
Yeah, I respect that.
But you are too, according to the Bible. That's your forefather.
Yeah, it is.
Now,
No, but
see,
you guys got interesting conversation, yeah.
the one thing that is America's greatest downfall, okay, is their ability to stick their nose where it doesn't belong and then turn around and tell their own people exactly why they're right even when they know they're wrong.
Yeah,
Well, that's
I
what the
agree with
wicked
you,
do.
Yeah.
That's why these people that's in power right now is gonna be brought out of power.
What time
Just
is
like
it?
the Babylonians, the Romans, the Greeks.
Yeah.
522.
All right. I have to be going. It was a pleasure
You have
talking
a
to
nice
both of
day,
you.
God. Yeah, bless you. It would be nice if we would have no war. That would
Said
be
no
nice
war?
that we don't need no war no way, This one goes to your grandma.
But the way that the so-called white man, right, got into power is with all the people on this sign. Is he raped, robbed, and murdered these people on this sign, lied to them. Because biblically, if somebody was asked, what's your race, you would say, I'm an Israelite. See? But
Okay, just that to you.
okay. Goddamn. Yeah. So this this place is gonna be destroyed, man. These Edomites, they know that America's full of bullshit. A lot of people flipping sides too, man. You got an American sitting and saying, "Nah, I'm not American. I'm German," or whatever. But you're in America, man. If these people really knew what was going on, they'll be leaving this country like cats running or rats running from a cat, man. They leave this country so fast. Airline tickets be booked up for months. So, this place is being exposed. The scriptures say that he's gonna lift the skirt up of these Edomites. Obadiah 1:1. I'm gonna start at 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, and thou that dwelleth in the cliff of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? And it's a main characteristic for Esau is that pride, man. he's so prideful. You know, he doesn't believe that he can be brought down. He doesn't believe that he can be conquered. He think like that's a foolish thing, man. You know, they can't beat us in anything, like in combat. The only way that Israel can be conquered is through prophecy of the Most High making it so, because we didn't follow His laws, statutes, and commandments. But if the Most High put Israel, our people, on an even playing field with all these other nations, with the same amount of training they had, or maybe no training at all for any party, we would come out the victors. They have exalted themselves as an eagle, and though they set their nests among the stars, thence will I bring them down, saith the Lord. So these Edomites, Caucasians, they established themselves on a high level, right? But the Most High is gonna bring them down. And they built themselves up on such a high level, when they hit the ground, it's over. Ain't no coming back, no recovery from that fall. Because these Edomites, they're foolish enough. Say we're in the kingdom of heaven, right? We got our spiritual power. We got in all our glory, right? These Edomites probably would still be foolish enough to try to defeat us again, man. Or not defeat us again, but to try to bring us out of power, man. These other nations, they ain't gonna be that foolish. That's gonna be foolish, man. Seeing a nation of people where they tower over you with spiritual power, that wouldn't be a wise thing to do. But Esau, man, he liked to build in desolate places.